Tonight, what do we have? We have a football helmet, a full-size autographed football helmet, Hit Parade Series 6, I think it is. And then, following that, we get into that half case of Stadium Club that just came out yesterday. So I'm pretty excited about getting into that myself. Before we start opening things, though, we've got a little bit of housekeeping to do, and that would be our nightly random. So first of all, let's take a look at who is in the nightly random, who has been chosen for the nightly random thus far in the month of July. So you can see there every night that we do a break, there's a nightly winner, and that person will then move on to the customer appreciation break, which will be on Saturday, August the 5th at 6 o'clock Eastern. So it doesn't cost you anything to get into that break, but the only way you can get in is by winning the nightly random. So that's what we're getting ready to do right now. We just get the new spreadsheet up. And this is everybody who is in tonight in any of the breaks, which we only have 2 tonight. Sometimes we have more, but tonight it's just the 2. And we're going to put everyone into random.org, and then random is going to decide for us who wins tonight, who moves forward. And that is AJace1. AJace1, you are moving on, man. You are in for Lucky You 3, the customer appreciation break that will take place on that first Saturday in August. So congratulations to you, man. Hopefully we'll pull you something good that day. Now let's go back to our spreadsheet for a second, and now we'll take a look at who's in break number 1. And this, of course, is our 2017 Hit Parade full-sized autographed full-size football helmet. Why can't I speak tonight? This is the 15th time that we have broken one of those. That's what break number 15 means, and this particular helmet is Series 6. And of course, you will see there's our end date tonight, our live stream schedule. That's right now. Team names on one side, winning bidder names across from them. One team in here that's unpaid. I'm not really worried about that. It's somebody that has bid with me before, and I'm sure he just got held up. So no worries. When payment comes in, we'll be all good. If the helmet comes out for you, you will get it. And anything that says no bids buyback, you see a couple of those there. Well, those are just orphan teams. Nobody loved them. Nobody wanted them. So if anything comes out for one of those teams, it'll hang out here with me. So meanwhile, let's get in here and see what we've got. Will not ship in this box that it's in, because this is first of all, it's a very big box, but secondly, it's a weird box. It's not made for shipping. It's actually technically a ballot box. So it won't ship to you in that. It will ship to you in the little Hit Parade drawstring bag that it comes in. I will put it back in that, of course. And oh my gosh, man, somebody is about to be really flipping happy, I think, because, well, let's see here. We've got a multi-signed Jets helmet. Yeah, so we've got a Jets helmet with a number of different signatures on it. And I'm just kind of, obviously I've picked the camera up, and we're trying to get a look at all the signatures that are on here. The camera's on autofocus right now, which does kind of make life a little bit more difficult than it would otherwise. I don't think the other side was signed, but so we've got at least 4 different Jets signatures on there. So nice hit for the Jets coming out with the multi-signed helmet for the Hit Parade full-size autographed helmet. So cool. Congrats, Jets. That's a nice one. Now, what's that going to bring us into? Stadium Club time, baseball time. And when we get ready to, I think I'll just Camera's on autofocus right now. I think I'll leave it on there until we actually get ready to start opening these boxes, and then we'll do it a little differently. I know I haven't put the spreadsheet up yet, but we're going to do one thing first. We're going to take out enough boxes out of here to make up our half case. There are no case hits in this that I'm aware of. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. But just to be on the safe side, what we will do is take out all 16 of the boxes. That's what I'm in the process of doing right now, of course. And we will number them on the end, and random will then tell us which 8 that we open tonight. Okay, so there's our giant stack of boxes. There's a lot of them. I think I got the camera back at kind of a weird spot after I picked it up looking around in that Jets helmet. All right, so we're going to number these on the end, which I can't even hardly see with my marker. I think I need to do it right there. And then let random tell us which ones we open tonight and which ones we'll open the next time. Shipping wise, everything that we're opening tonight most likely will go out on Monday. There is a possibility that I can get it out on Saturday. I'm trying really hard to get us all caught up and ahead of the game so that I can get things out as quickly as possible. It's always the goal, of course. So slight possibility for Saturday, better possibility that, you know, it will go out on Monday. So let's put in our 16 boxes here. And see what we have. I'm going to have to write these down. There's no way I will remember it. We are taking the top 8, of course. So that is 6, 1, 16, 14, 13, 2, 4, and 8. Those are the boxes we're going to open up tonight. Meanwhile, let's go back to our spreadsheet and take a look at who's in the break. So again, this is 8 boxes, which is a half a case of 2017 Topps Stadium Club Baseball. Half case break number 1 just came out yesterday. And our end date, of course, tonight. Live stream schedule, that's right now. Team names down the left, winning bidders across from it on the right. So here's your chance to see your name in lights as the winning bidder. So I'm actually pretty excited to get into this tonight. I always love opening up new products, especially for the first time, you know, when you get your first real good look at them and have them in your hands. It's a lot of fun. 2, 3, all right, there's number 6, 16, and 14. So I just got to let's get 15 out of there. 13, where are you, 13? You got to be in my hand, there. 2, 4, and 8. Okay, so do I need any of those? No. 2 and 4 and 8. Okay, well, let's double check these and make sure that, no, that is only 6. So I must have had, those other 2 that I set aside that I had in my opposite hand, obviously I needed. Crap, where'd I put them? Oh, there's number 6 and there's number 1. Okay, now we're good. Now we have 8 boxes. Funny, you get used to the 6-box cases, you know, and then you have an 8-box case. It's like, wait, what? I'm going to just go ahead and take the autofocus off. I'm going to put the background slightly out of focus so that the cards, when I hold them in the foreground, will be in focus. And that should facilitate things a little bit, give us a chance to look at the cards up a little bit closer without having to worry about that autofocus constantly shifting around. Everybody's so quiet tonight. No one's even in chat. Everybody must be tired. It is kind of It's that point where you're ready for it to be the weekend, but it's still not quite there yet. We have another day of work to go, and we're all kind of like, ugh. I know. Time for the weekend. And again, I think I just have this setting in like kind of a weird... I shouldn't have picked it up probably, right? But I got all excited about the multi-signed helmet, and I wanted you to be able to see all the signatures, and I didn't even really think about it. I just picked the camera right up, and then there you go. So much for all the pre-break prep that had it in the right place, right? All right, so we should be finding 2 on-card autographs in every box. So that's what we should be looking for, and that means we'll have a total of 16 on-card autos in the break. All right, so let's take a look and see what we've got here. Is this our first? Oh, well, we're about to get to our first signature. It's hiding here behind Mr. Rizzo. And our first signature out is Matt Strom for the Royals. So there's first hit out of the box, heading to the Royals. First hit out of the case, actually, since we're just getting started. And on this, if I'm going slower than you want, let me know. If I'm going too fast, let me know. Always happy to make adjustments so that it works for you while you're watching, because that's the whole idea, is for you guys to be able to get a good look and see what we're pulling. Nice little Jose Canseco Power Zone, and that one is numbered to 50. It's over here by my thumb, 23 of 50 on the Canseco Power Zone. Well, sorry about that. Left one laying down. One was upside down on us. Joey Votto. Oh, wow, that's an interesting camera angle. You don't see that very often. Stadium Club's always a fun break, you know. There's always interesting card designs in here and things that make it fun. There's another Power Zone insert. This one is not numbered on the Manny Machado. Whoops. Okay, we're going all kinds of different directions there. Let's try that again. Ichiro. And that is a refractor, of course. I'm sure you saw that little rainbow of color there. I'm just kind of trying to get everything going in somewhat the same direction so we're not constantly flipping the pile back and forth. Mr. Chris Sale, and our second autograph out of this box is coming out for the A's with the Ryan Healy rookie auto hit for the A's. That's a nice Hunter Renfroe. That's cool. And next week, of course, we have Allen and Ginter. If you guys are into Allen and Ginter, I like Allen and Ginter. I will have we'll do some bidding categories that will take into account some of the various non-baseball inserts. So if you're interested in any of those kinds of things, you know, look for the separate bidding category for a lot of that stuff. But of course, we're hoping to find some rip cards. Those are always my favorite. If we can find some good rip cards. Obviously, we don't rip them. You'll decide if you want to rip them when you get them, but I just like finding them. I enjoy finding the rip cards. And you know what? I wouldn't rip them either because they're worth more if you don't, but yet you do kind of want to get in there and see what's in there, right? There's our Beam Team card. That is Mr. Mike Trout on this Beam Team insert. was kind of surprised to see that that the Cubbies traded away one of their good young pitchers. I was not expecting them to trade him off, man. As Jimenez looks like he's going to be pretty darn good, but I guess they needed help right now. These cards are kind of sticking together, if you wonder what I'm doing there. They're not coming around the smoothest way that they could. Scoreless streak for Greinke. Nice old Hank Aaron. Yeah, I was a little surprised that they gave old Eloy up in a trade. I didn't think that would happen, but 'tis the time of year where if you're going to make something happen, you got to make it happen. Thought there was somebody stuck to that, but I guess not. Goodness, these cards, I made a mess with that pile. I am going in 100 different directions. I wish they were not sticking to each other. That's cool. That's a cool shot on that card for the Rockies. Jose Canseco Power Zone insert, not numbered on that one, obviously. Ichiro again. And of course, if anything is stuck to the back of one of these and I don't find it right now in the live break, of course, I would find it in sorting. But the goal is to find them right now, which is why it's taking a little bit longer to slide through some of these than it might normally. There's a nice Jeter. But the photography in Stadium Club is always what makes it so much fun, in my opinion anyway. Addison Russell contact sheet insert. And there's Jose. I'm sure you guys probably saw the picture of him. I mean, it's not a current. I mean, it came out a little bit ago, but the picture of him standing next to Aaron Judge, of course, is resurfaced recently after the All-Star game. It was, I don't remember if it was ESPN's website or USA Today. One of the websites did a little retrospective that showed Aaron standing next to Jose, which of course, you know, Jose being so short, relatively speaking, and Aaron being so tall, made for kind of a funny picture. And then they also had him next to LeBron James and, you know, all these other athletes and people just to compare his height. It was pretty interesting, actually. There's a little Bryce Harper action. Mark McGwire, always nice to see Blast from the Past in there. All right, we have got one pack left to go out of box one. It's always less fun to go through them after we've already pulled the autographs, right? It's better to go through them when we're still anticipating the autographs. Now, as we go along, I'm going to move the box that we open onto the sorting mat so that we have adequate space with all the stuff stacked around here. I don't want the cards to get really high and risk them shuffling over or anything, so better just move them on down into the breaking or the sorting area, I should say. And if you do ever want to see anything again, jump in chat and let me know. We will recap the hits at the end, of course, but if there's just a regular card that goes through and you want another look at it, let me know, and I will be happy to do that. There is a little bit of delay in chat, be aware of that. So if you see something and you know, hey, I want to take another look at that, try to make a note of what card was around it, because I would probably, by the time you type it in and it pops up on my side, you know, we might be a pack or two away. Corey Seager. Cespedes. I've done a lot of Ichiro in here. I don't know how many breaks you all have watched of this. I'm guessing some of you have probably seen quite a few. And just wondering, what's the best hit you've seen? Anybody who's logged into chat, jump in there and let me know what kind of hits we're seeing. Perazza for my little Cincinnati Reds. Billy Hamilton also my Reds. Nice old Giancarlo. Oh, you saw Mystery Redemption come out. All right, cool. I'm wondering how plentiful those are in here. I always enjoy the Mystery Redemptions. Well, it's just the suspense factor, right? Until you find out who you're going to get. But I'm wondering how often they're coming up. But yeah, that's a good one, David. I agree. You know, I'm still waiting on, I don't know if any of you guys also break football, but Panini's 2016, I guess it really came out in 2017, but it was still a 2016 product for Select Football. Of course, had the redemptions in them, the XRC redemptions for the rookie class. And of course they say, oh, as soon as, you know, shortly after the draft is over, we'll send out those cards and yada yada yada. But you know what, they haven't. The draft's been over forever. I have a bunch of those and they've not sent them out still. But I think Topps is a little better with their Mystery Redemption. Well, I guess that's true, though. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I suppose that it sucks for breaks, as you say, because nobody ends up with it. Yeah, I hear you. All right, so we've got a hit coming out for the Astros with Jose Altuve. So I'm guessing, and I didn't remember to look tonight, but I'd be willing to bet you that because we hit a nice Astros hit right up front, I bet you Thomas has the Astros tonight. He brings like the best luck to the Astros. He really does. And we've got somebody who's bringing good luck to the Braves lately. I mean, it seems like there's certain times when you just get on those rolls, right? And you just start like hitting stuff right and left. And those guys have been on a bit of a roll lately, which I'm always happy for anybody to go on a nice little streak of hits, because that's what this is all about. Pulling a lot of nice stuff for not a lot of money. I don't know why these are kind of wanting to stick together. I guess it's just the card stock that they're using for this, because this is a glossy type card. It's not a matte card. They are really hanging on to each other in here. Addison Russell on the Beam Team insert. I still got a little bit of Tier 1 left too, so I'm going to wrap up with Tier 1 before too long. In fact, I think may already have the last of it listed. I know we've got a half case, the back half of a case listed. I don't remember if the full case is listed already or not. But that's all that's left, a case and a half of Tier 1, and then that'll be gone. But we have some more Stadium Club, and we will have Allen and Ginter, of course, by this time next week. It arrives on Wednesday. Along with something else. There's like 3 or 4 things that come out next week. Because he called me yesterday and said, oh, you know you're getting da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da coming on Wednesday, right? And I was like, oh, no, I had forgotten most of that, but, but good to know. I had remembered Allen and Ginter, but there's also, I think, Pantheon Football, and Grand Reserve Basketball, Bryce Harper Power Zone. And something else. I mean, there's like 4 things, I think he said, that is shipping to me to come on Wednesday, which is a lot. So we'll be breaking like crazy next week. For sure. Did we pull our second autograph out of here? We have not. So if it's not in this pack, then it's got to be stuck to the back of a card somewhere. Oh, there it is. All right, good. I was starting to worry there for a minute. So for the Orioles, we have a little Trey Mancini rookie signature coming out for Baltimore. And then once again, we're just going to move those down into the sorting area, staging area, whatever you want to call it, on the other mat, basically. What we're saying. Did I show you that was empty? There you go, in case it didn't. So David, in the break where the Mystery Redemption came out, did it replace a hit, or was it in addition to a hit when you saw it come out? I mean, was it just extra in the box, or did it replace one of the signature hits? Power Up Manny Machado. Oh, it replaced one. Okay. Well, I don't know if I wouldn't imagine that those would be in every case. I would think they would probably be somewhat limited, I would think. Yeah, I don't even think we haven't seen an Aaron Judge even base yet, have we? We just saw Dansby, of course, go by, so maybe Aaron's not far behind. Some of his base cards go pretty well too, from what I am told. I mean, I've looked at a few of them, I guess, online, but I haven't spent a lot of time looking for them. Another little Giancarlo insert. Oh, that's nice Ozzie Smith. That's cool. We've been pulling a lot of Ozzie Smith out of Tier 1. Well, by a lot, I mean 2 that I can think of. Might have been more, but there are 2 that I remember anyway. Oh, there we go. Henry Owens. Well, first there's our other base card. Henry Owens is back. I always think that because there was so much Henry Owens last year. And there's a lot of Henry Owens this year, too, for the Red Sox. It's probably really not like a disproportionate amount of Henry Owens. It just seems like there is, right? I mean, doesn't it? Or is it just me? It's just me that seems like there's like so much Henry Owens. Well, more so last year than this year, I mean, for sure. You said ugh. David, I'm assuming that ugh is in response to the Henry Owens. Here's a Bregman rookie. So we've seen Bregman go by and we've seen Swanson go by. We got to have an Aaron rookie coming up somewhere. Even a base one would be good to see. You pulled him last night too. Good old Henry. Yeah, I don't know why it just seems like there's so much of him. I mean, what's the deal with that? Beam Team Lindor insert. I mean, last year it made at least, you know, like a little more sense, right? But this year, I mean, he's not even a rookie at this point. So why is there so much? Why so much Henry Owens? I guess I could set that over there with our other inserts. Tell you, these cards, the way they're sticking together, sometimes it'll feel like we're about to pull a thick card out of here, and really it's just a bunch of cards stuck to each other. So who else did you pull last night, David? Anybody else that you personally pulled that you were happy with? Hopefully. Because, I mean, I know I got not thrilled with Henry. I can't say that I blame you. I really cannot say that I blame you. I just want to have we pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we should still have a signature waiting for us. Thought so, but I just figured I better double check. Sometimes I lose track. Oh my gosh, you just pulled another Henry Owens. Oh my gosh. Out of the same box, back-to-back Henry Owens. Oh, that is a little bit frustrating, I have to tell you. I mean, I know. 2 of Aaron Judge, 2 of Dansby Swanson, 2 of some people we'd be thrilled, but 2 of Henry Owens, we're like, oh, come on. Oh, well, you did pull a Benintendi Beam Team. That's cool. Hey, Marty. Yes, we have. I've got some more Tier 1 that is listed right now. I think. Ooh, I think it is. I think I have the back half of. We opened a half case last night instead of a full one, just changing it up a little bit. So the back half of that case, I'm pretty sure I have listed already. And then I have one more full case of Tier 1 after that, which honestly, I don't know if I've listed or not. I kind of meant to do it, but I don't think I did do it. And the reason I'm not 100% sure is sometimes I schedule those things, you know, ahead of time. And so I might have done it days in advance before it will actually just auto post and I'll forget about it. And then sometimes I think I have done it when I haven't. But if you go to, if you're on eBay and you pull up just any of my auctions, you know, you can just click on like in your past purchase history or whatever and look at that item. And under my username on eBay, there'll be an option to say see sellers, other items, or sellers, other something or another. And if you pull that up and click on it, you can then sort by all kinds of things, ending soonest, you know, newly listed, and then but sort it by baseball. And then I think you can type into search even once it's sorted by baseball. You know, type in Tier 1 or whatever, it's come up and tell you. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I know what you mean about Stadium Club. You know, there is a lot of base in it. You're absolutely right. And there's a Benintendi rookie. And so, for sure, some people do not like all the base. And next week, you know, with Allen and Ginter, there's a lot of base in that as well. So the new releases for this week and next are both kind of base heavy. But we do still have the case and a half of Tier 1 left. And I'm trying to think if I think that might be all of the baseball I have that isn't Stadium Club or isn't coming out next week. It might just be the Tier 1 right at the moment. There's an little Aaron Judge rookie. I wish it was signed, but it's still nice to see a little Aaron Judge rookie. So yeah, we do have, we have, of course, all kinds of other stuff. If you want to do more of like the jerseys and that kind of stuff, I do know I have some more autographed baseball jersey breakup and batting gloves. We've got some game used batting gloves. That auction's up. Another autographed baseball preferred players collection. So, I mean, there's some memorabilia that I know for sure is up for baseball because I did it, I think, last night. Would have listed last night and it will end on Monday night. And then other than that, I think the Tier 1 is the other stuff I've got up right now for baseball. Hi, Yuval. So far, we have hit, you guys may have to help me with this. We've hit Henry Owens twice. We hit a Baltimore Oriole. I think it was Ryan Healy maybe for the A's. Jose Altuve for the Astros, and I'm probably missing somebody. I'm probably forgetting somebody. Of course, you know, we will recap it for sure. David, you're funny. Yeah. 2 big hits, Henry Owens times 2. You're funny, man. Making me laugh. Nice Moncada rookie in his White Sox uniform. So they have at least some of these sets, you know, they have the base cards in the White Sox uniform, but then the signatures must have been done well in advance, and the signatures will be in the Red Sox uniform. Noticed that in a few of their sets this year. With Moncada, I mean, of course. I figure you probably know that's what I meant, but... Hey, well, you know what, Yuval, the thing is that Henry Owens came out of the same box. So it was, boom, both hits in that box were Henry Owens. Not just like 2 somewhere randomly in the case. 2 out of the same box. So can you think, though, I mean, let's just say you were the individual person and you bought that box to open yourself, you know, just at your house. And you paid full price for that box. And you open it up and both autographs are Henry Owens. Like, it would just make you so mad, wouldn't it? It would make me mad. Johnny Bench, yay. Yay. So, yeah, that's why breaking is good. You can have a chance to spend less money when you hit 2 Henry Owens. There's Mr. Alfaro for the Phillies. Oh yeah, I didn't see your comment. I'm sorry. I didn't see that when I started saying that, but yes, exactly what you have typed there. Yes, somebody would be pretty unhappy if they had bought that box themselves. I mean, honestly, that's just what makes breaking so nice to begin with. Your money just goes so much farther in general, and then you don't have to worry about the things for teams that you're not interested in or players that you're not interested in. You just go after what you want, and sure, I mean, absolutely, there's going to be breaks where you miss and you get nothing, but I say you still come out way ahead, even factoring in breaks where you miss and get nothing, versus if you went out and bought boxes of this stuff, you know, and opened it all yourself. because it is very rare that you would come across the box that would pay for itself and then some. But it's not all that rare to buy into a break and have it pay for itself and then some. Of course, that's why we do it, right? That's why, and it's fun. That's the other reason. I'm thinking about, like, I'm going back to even Inception, which some of you probably broke Inception with me, maybe not all of you. But we opened a pretty good amount of Inception. But the very first case that we opened had a Mike Trout to 30 or to 20 or something very low. And then another Mike Trout also like to 10 or something. 2 Mike Trouts, and I don't even remember what else. Anyway, those were the big hits of the case. And I look back at that and I think, you know, you would maybe, by the time you sold everything that was in that case, you would have maybe made a little money on that one. But on most of them, even at a full case, if you paid for it yourself, opened the whole case, and had all the hits belonging to you, in most cases, you probably wouldn't cover the cost of your case. There is Tyler Naquin for the Indians. And obviously, you know, it's all relative. Some cases are more expensive than others, but although I do still, even though I know it's not cost effective, I will admit I do still order boxes of things for myself occasionally. Usually older stuff, though, that doesn't cost as much money, but I definitely still, you know, open some boxes just for me here and there. I'd say we probably all do somewhere along the way. But the lower end ones, not the mega. Well, I don't anyway. Open the $400 and $500 boxes for myself. Is that? Oh, that one is numbered. The Hernandez is numbered to 99. You can see down there in that lower left corner on it. Oh, I know what else. It might be Optic. I think it is. I think it is Optic Baseball that comes out next week also. So I kept thinking, you know, I'm like, there's something else. I know there's something else, but I can't think what it is. I'm pretty sure it is Optic Baseball. So I didn't say 100% the truth. We will have another baseball product next week in addition to Allen and Ginter. It will be Optic. Whitey Ford. Yay to Whitey Ford, too. And Optic this year, they made... Well, Optic last year was nice as well. But this year, it's very limited. So they produced a whole lot less of it than they have in past years. And they made it very hard to get. So there's another Dansby. Won't be probably quite as much of it floating around this year as there was last year. But you can get some nice hits in Optic. They have some, and the cards are really nice looking. Hunter Dozier for the Royals. That's a sticker auto, which is kind of weird because this is supposed to be an all on-card auto product, but that's not. That's a sticker. And it is numbered to 10, so I guess we won't complain about it too much considering it's numbered to 10, but yet I did not really want to see a sticker. We wanted an on-card auto, not a sticker auto for Hunter Dozier. We'll just go ahead and drop him in there right now since he is to 10. Is he going to go in there? Maybe I need the next size up. He's in there, but he might have been a little snug. So let me find, there's a 55. Let's see if he likes the 55 better. Oh yeah, he likes that one better. All right, so there is Mr. Hunter, refractor numbered 210, and first in the series, even 1 of 10. So yay, Hunter Dozier. Man, these are really, really sticking together. Oh, and our next hit's coming out right behind it. Let's lay him down there for a minute so we can look at these last 2 base cards. And that would be Carson Fulmer for the White Sox. See a fair amount of Carson Fulmer, too, as a matter of fact. Yeah, so that was both the signatures out of this box, kind of right there back to back, wasn't it? Whoops. Another nice little Ozzie Smith. Yeah, whenever I do these breaks with a lot of base cards, I always swear, oh, I'm never going to break another product with this much base in it again. And then I just turn around and do it like a week later. But it's hard. It's hard to resist. I like the shiny new things. I like shiny new objects. It's hard, though. New releases come out. I want to get at them. I want to see what they are. Dansby Beam Team. George Springer. Whoops. Might help if I faced him the right way, huh? I guess you really want to look at him from the back side. So we will have, as soon as we finish this, which we've got a couple more packs over there, but after we finish going through these few little packs, we will have 3 boxes remaining on this half case. And you know, even Stadium Club is sold out most places. I mean, they still have it, I think, at like some of the big online retailers, right? And they mark it up a whole lot. But I think they still have some. But the distributors and everything are all saying that they're out of Stadium Club. And then I guess Topps Chrome, not Bowman Chrome, but Topps Chrome, according to what I was told this week anyway, that Topps, the company, sold more product than they have. Which, how can you sell more than you have when you take pre-orders like 4 months in advance, or 6 months in advance sometimes, and you can print it whenever you want to print it? So how they sold more than they have is a little bit beyond me. And apparently someone in accounting doesn't know basic math. Anyway, so they allegedly, apparently, oversold themselves. And now they're going back to all the distributors and cutting their orders and saying, you know, doesn't matter how much Topps Chrome you ordered. You may have ordered this, but you're only going to get that. So Topps Chrome may be, oops, sorry, Topps Chrome may be another one that ends up being in a little bit shorter supply than probably any of us had predicted that it would be in. So that's not good news. But on the flip side, at least what I was told, is that on the back side, for the people who are getting cut in Topps Chrome, which is about everybody, that Topps, again, the company, is supposed to be giving the distributors extra Bowman Chrome, I think it is, to make up for it. So, yeah. So there's probably going to be more Bowman Chrome than we expected, and less Topps Chrome than we expected. But I don't know. I really, how can Topps like not have a better handle on that though? For real. I mean, they're the ones taking the orders and they're the ones printing it. But on the good news front, I did get a call from the guy who owns the hobby store, and he says that we will definitely be getting, we meaning me and then whoever breaks it with me, that new high-end Topps product that's coming out in a few months called Luminaries. I believe that's the name of it, Luminaries or Luma. Yeah, I think it's Luminaries. Anyway, it's supposed to be a really nice product with a lot of kind of high-end hits and a high-end price tag, but super limited apparently, like more limited than any of the other releases that they are putting out this year, so I'm told. Anyway, he was able to get some for me, so I was happy to hear that, because I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get any, but apparently we are. And triple threads too. Yay, we've got a bunch of triple threads coming. Because I love triple threads in anything, baseball and football. Of course, they don't have a license for football anymore, but they used to. Oh, I almost looked right past that Hazel Baker autograph. He signed it kind of just right there where there's all that other stuff. I almost missed it. So Hazel Baker coming out for the Diamondbacks. I've been pulling a lot of him just this week. Not in general, but this week, I think I have pulled 3 Hazel Bakers this week. The one out of Stadium Club and a couple out of Tier 1. Like he's kind of showing up everywhere at the moment. Another Benintendi. Ah. There's another Aaron. Big Papi. My little kitties must be feeling a little bit better because he's, you probably heard him in the wrappers just now. So we'll see if he's just going to think about it or if he's going to dive in and make a whole bunch of noise. Because either one is possible, frankly. He has been not feeling well, so he had to go to the vet a couple of different days this week. I felt like something was stuck to the back of that. Just check. That's not. And I tell you, when pets get sick, I don't know if any of you have pets or not, but man, when pets get sick, it is more money than when we get sick. $1,000 vet bill on my little cat this week. There's Ryan Schimpf for the Padres. He ended up he had to have a tooth pulled. again. They've already pulled his teeth like 4 different times. Oh, poor little cat doesn't have hardly any teeth left. Well, it's been, I guess, a few years ago that they pulled them the last time, but still. Sandy Koufax, hey. It's always nice to see a Sandy Koufax. Oh, and I guess we'll have, I had forgotten about this. We talked about it several months ago, and then I had put it out of my head. You know, Topps had the exclusive for Mickey Mantle for a long time, for years. I mean, they don't even have, Topps doesn't even have a number 7 card in their checklist in honor of Mickey Mantle, right? I mean, he's just been associated with Topps forever. And so his family this year awarded the exclusive to Panini. Took it away from Topps. So the first product that will have Mickey Mantle from Panini is Optic. It's coming out this upcoming week. So there'll be, or at least I think Optic is the first one to have it. I think that's what someone told me. I could be wrong. It could be, oh, not National Treasures, but the other one, Immaculate. So I don't know. Maybe it was Immaculate and not Optic was the first one. Well, at any rate, Panini will have Mickey Mantle from here on forward. And the first one of them will be showing up before too awfully long. And this is box 7 of 8. So we are in the home stretch. I'm guessing, though, that, why did I blank on his name? Cody Bellinger. I kept wanting to say Corey Seager. I would assume Cody Bellinger is going to be in Optic because they had him in Diamond Kings. So it might give us a nice chance to pull some good Cody Bellinger next week, hopefully. He won't show up in Topps until Update. Oh, there's another Dansby. That, of course, is a different look. So that, I don't know if that is a, well, I'm not sure if one of those is a short print or not. I haven't gone through them enough to know the answer to that yet. I mean, I know Topps had Bellinger back and something a couple years ago, but of his actual rookie card, rookie signature from Topps, the first one is not going to come out until Update. But of course, Panini again already had him in Diamond Kings, and I'm sure we'll have him in Optic, or I would expect so. It's always good to get Gatorade bath. Actually, you know what? I said that was a different look for Dansby. It wasn't. It's Benintendi that's going over the wall. It wasn't Dansby. I don't know why I had that mixed up in my head for a second. It just now occurred to me. I'm like, wait a minute. No, that's not right. Computer went to sleep over there. Mr. Jake Thompson. for the Phillies, and that one is numbered to 25, I think it says. 2 of 25. Can you kind of see it down there in the little grassy fields area? So the Phillies with another hit. And I believe that was our second autograph out of that box. But again, we will review all of our hits shortly. Whoops, that felt too thick. Yes, it is, because there's somebody stuck behind it. It seemed kind of crazy this week with the All-Star game and then, of course, the break. You know, you always forget how long. I'm sure to the players, it seems like the break is about 10 seconds. But for the rest of us who just watch and don't have to go to practice every day, it seems like the break is like a month long, doesn't it, when you go a week with no games? Roman Quinn. So the Phillies right now are just crushing it, because there's another one for the Phillies with Roman Quinn. We need to pull a big fiery Yankee hit out of here, right? I know it's a possibility, because I looked at the checklist. All of our big rookies are in here. Of course, we could also pull out a nice Red Sox rookie. We could pull out a nice, well, all kinds of nice rookies, but I don't think we would cry over Benintendi or Swanson or Judge or many of the others too, but Bregman. It'd be nice to pull a little fire anyway, right? Ted Williams. All right, this is going to be our last box. Let me just get these again kind of scooted down the way here. So if we haven't found what you're looking for yet, here's hoping that we find it for you now in our last box of the night. I think I have the second half of this first case listed already. I'm not 100% sure of that. And if I don't, I will get it listed. But I think maybe I have the back half of the first case listed. I haven't listed the second case yet, though. I usually try to have at least a couple of days in between when opening something with this much base in it, because it just takes a bit to be able to sort it and ship it, and I don't want to get way backed up. David, what are you saying no about? No what? Oh, no, I don't have the back half of this case listed? Is that what the no is? Oh, I hope that's not what the no is. That's going to make me unhappy if I don't, because I thought it did, but I don't. I'm not sure what the no is, so you'll have to type back in and tell me. Ah. Oh, you don't need a big Yankee hit. Well, I said a big hit for the Red Sox, or a big hit. I just said a big hit in general. I said Swanson for the Braves, or Benintendi for the Red Sox, or Judge for the Yankees. I mean, any of our big rookies. Bregman, I said him too. I would just, I just would like to pull one nice big fiery hit, whoever it is for, whatever team it is for. And we have coming out for the A's, Jarrell Cotton. I think that's the second or at least a second hit for the A's, I think. Yeah, I know, but we definitely want to find something for everybody, for sure. And really, I was kind of hoping that we would have a little more parity with the hits. But we do have a few teams with multiple hits and a few teams with no hits, but that is the one thing about opening a set with a lot of base and a lot of inserts. You know, at least you're going to get something, even if you don't get the autograph hit. At least you're going to have some inserts, some base, you know, maybe a chance at some short prints. I'm assuming there are short prints in this one. I haven't looked at the checklist to totally get that all memorized. But generally, Topps has short prints in pretty much everything. I mean, even opening day has short prints. And some of the opening day short prints from 16 are actually worth a little chunk of change. Oh, you're looking for a Lindor auto. All right, cool. And the second Henry Owens was, I didn't notice that the second Henry Owens was numbered. I'm sorry about that. We'll definitely catch it in the review. Sometimes I have a hard time catching the numbering on some of these. You guys probably see it better than I do. Actually, often you probably see it better than I do. Had that eye surgery several years ago and didn't go quite like it should have. So I have a lot of trouble with middle distance vision, basically, which is where these breaks happen. I can see much better with things up either really, really close or really, really far away. It's kind of this in-between area where I struggle sometimes. So I apologize for overlooking the numbering on that one. So I got another card. I thought that had another card stuck behind it, and it does, and it did. That'll make you a little happier with your second Henry Owens if it's numbered. Well, that's good, man, because we want to make you happy. But yes, thank you for sure for pointing that out. I mean, anytime you guys see something that I have overlooked or I've, you know, called out one number and it's actually another number or whatever the case may be, please feel free to type it into chat, because truly, with my vision being the way that it is at this distance and fluctuating from day to day, it is easy for me to sometimes miss a number on something that has, especially something that has a busy background pattern like these cards do. That one is 250 on, yep, another Hazelbaker. So a couple of Hazelbakers. I told you I've been pulling him a lot. He's been just coming up like crazy. You want to go back to Mookie Betts? Sure thing. Let's set that down. And I don't know if he was in this one or the other one, because I tend to kind of zone out on the base. I know that that is a bad thing, but that is kind of what I do. So I am looking for Mookie for you right now. There, here it is. Let's set that down and take another look at it. Anything else you wanted to see with it, or was that it? That is the one you were looking for, right? I think, David? Okay. All right. And what else did you tell me there? Oh, members only are parallels, and first day issues are parallels. Okay, cool. Excellent. Yeah, and of course, again, when I'm sorting, I don't have to have them at this distance, obviously, because I have to have them at this distance to make the break work with the camera and all that. So when I'm sorting them, I can see them, of course, much, much better. And anything that I find that's numbered or parallel or short prints or anything like that that I catch, of course, I will take care of getting it in a sleeve and all that stuff before it ships out to you. So even something, if I were to overlook the numbering in the break and you guys maybe didn't catch it either, I would definitely find it in sorting. So that's the good news. All right, so let me get the last of these set over, and we will recap what we have here and see just what we did end up with. A stack of parallels. All right, so here is Hazel Baker number 1 for the Diamondbacks. And that one is numbered 250. It is 45 of 50. Next up for the A's, Jarrell Cotton. First of a few for the Phillies. This one is Roman Quinn. And that is followed up by Jake Thompson. And that one is numbered to 25, 2 of 25. Then the Ryan Schimpf for the Padres. There is Hazel Baker number 2. That one is not numbered. Carson Fulmer for the White Sox. Tyler Naquin for the Indians. Jorge Alfaro for the Phillies. All right, here we go. Henry Owens. Yeah, you're right. That's black. Henry Owens to 25 on the second one. I think that says, 14 of 25 on Henry Owens number 2. And there is Henry Owens number 1. Trey Mancini for the Orioles. For the Astros, although we will go checklist verify this because it's a redemption, so that's what I do. But the Jose Altuve will be going to the Astros, but we will still checklist verify it. Ryan Healy for the A's. And Matt Strahm for the Royals. And Hunter Dozier also for the Royals. That one was a sticker auto, though, which was kind of a drag because it's a nice low number to 10, and it's a refractor, and it's the first in the series, 1 of 10, but then it's a sticker auto, which, not a lot of fun on that. So then I'll run over to the checklist here. Give me 1 second, and we will pull that up on the iPad and just verify it, even though we know it's going to be the Astros. That's still what I do. You know how I am. It's always that measure twice, cut once kind of thing. Yep, sure enough, there we are on the checklist as the Astros, as anticipated. So guys, that is it for tonight. As always, I appreciate everybody breaking with me, bidding with me, hanging out and chatting and everything else. So look for this stuff to head to you probably Monday, possibly Saturday. I will get it to you as quickly as I can, but I'm thinking Monday is the most likely, with a possibility for Saturday. So in the meantime, lots of other fun stuff listed that will be breaking in baseball and basketball and football, and new stuff added every day. So hopefully I will see you again on another break. In the meantime, it's almost the weekend, so yay for that. Have a good rest of your week, and I will see you again soon. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.